Alright, welcome back guys to episode 4 of my beginner investor series. Today I'm going to talk about dividend investing and why dividend investing is so important. Now if you don't know what a dividend is, or if you're investing in the stock market but not investing in dividend paying companies, or just never have, don't really know why you should, then this video is going to be for you, because this is going to open your eyes a little bit. I've got something to show you that is going to change the way you look at investing and what you're investing in. So a lot of people look to invest in the stock market, in the popular stocks that they all love to buy, and it might be Tesla right now, it might be, I don't know what it might be Netflix, it might be Uber, fantastic growth stocks, slight speculation, but for me dividend investing has got to be the way to go, and I'll explain, or I'll show you exactly why you need to reconsider and think about investing in these dividend stocks. So I'm going to go straight into it. I'm going to get what I want to show you straight up. What I'm about to show you is what would happen if you invested $10,000 into the stock market in 1960 and left it there and just followed price, nothing else, into the S&P 500, up to 2017 this chart's for, so it's only gone up since then. It then shows you how much you're going to end up with, or what you would end up with, if you invested in the stock market in 1960, the S&P 500, and you reinvested the dividends. Now the S&P 500 pays, and always has paid, circa 2% dividend. So if you reinvested that back in every quarter, because it pays quarterly, or certainly index funds that track the S&P pay quarterly, if you invest that back into the S&P 500, what impact is that gonna have over that course of time, 1960 to 2017? Now this should hopefully open your eyes a little bit. So here we go. Let me just show you the graph here quickly. So this has come from Morningstar. This shows you probably can't see up to about, you can probably see where my cursor is here because my face will be in the way, so apologies for that. The gold line and the gold amount here shows you what you'll end up with if it was price only. Now $10,000 into the S&P 500 in 1960, I mean, what a phenomenal return, right? You can't, I mean, that's just absolutely amazing. Certainly better than what the banks would give you back, and especially at the moment. But here, reinvesting your dividends back into the stock market over time, you got the little dips where the market sort of dipped in the tech bubble there, and the recession more recently, and then we've just gone up and up, just over $2.5 million. I mean, the difference is phenomenal. So that's the power of reinvesting dividends. That's the power of dividend investing. Now a lot of people look at it as a sideline. If you look at, a lot of people have become incredibly rich with Tesla, with Netflix, with Apple, with Bitcoin and things like that. These are all higher, in my eyes, higher risk speculative plays. I mean, who knew Tesla was going to get to 2,000 before the split, get to over $2,000 when it was a $100 stock? No way. You never thought, nobody thought that was going to be the case. It was speculative, and that's fantastic if you can spot those, and you've got that gift where you can see the next best thing. But if you can't, and you don't want to, or you don't want to risk it, then why not invest in dividend paying stocks, get your passive income, and end up with graphs or bank accounts that look like this over time by not really doing much. Now people have a real fear of the stock market. Oh, it plummeted down, so I've lost loads of money. But you haven't lost it. You haven't lost it until you sell what you own. And if you stick with the top quality blue chip companies like the S&P 500 or any companies within the S&P 500 or an index fund that tracks the S&P 500, then as long as you don't sell out of it, you know, let's face it, you know, I don't know this for sure. Nobody does. But it's only going to do one thing, right? And look, that curve is only going to get steeper and steeper and steeper with the dividends being paid back. Let me show you another thing. Warren Buffett, you all know of him. He's quite well known. He generates 3.4 billion a year in dividends from just these 5 stocks. Let me go down to it. Alright, hopefully you can see that my face isn't in the way. Wells Fargo, Apple, Bank of America, Coca-Cola and Kraft Heinz. They're obviously his 5, or I'm not sure if they're his 5 top holdings, because I'm sure he probably invests in lots of stocks maybe that don't pay dividends. But these are certainly some of his favourites. And just from those 5 stocks, with, you know, billions invested in each, he earns 3.4 billion just in dividends every single year from just these 5 stocks. He can sit and do nothing. So that's the power of dividends over time, and not just. And a lot of people don't know what dividends are. They're simply a company splitting their profits and paying it back to the shareholders. That's all it is. And you own a part of the company. When you own Apple stock, you own a share of the company. Apple pay a dividend. They're going to pay you some money. They're going to split their profits up and pay their shareholders as a thank you for holding the share. So that's all it is. I want to leave you with that. Just look at that for a second and just imagine, my God, if you just left $10,000, £10,000, £50,000, £100, whatever it is. Check out my last video. I'll link it up there in the card. And play with a compound interest calculator. It should change the way you look at what you're doing with your money, what you're spending your money on, and hey, maybe I shouldn't go out on that night out and spend £100, which I've done and always do. But hey, maybe I shouldn't have done that, and I could have put that £100 into a bank, into the stock market on a monthly basis, and then when I'm 20 years later, 30 years later, I'm really going to thank myself. Plus, my kidneys will be in better condition as well. So I'll leave you with that. Have a little think about that. If you've made it this far, well done. Please smash the like button if you have made it this far and this has given you food for thought. Comment down below any questions you might have for me, or any videos that you might like to see from me in the future. And subscribe if you haven't, because I'll be doing these on a weekly basis, sometimes twice a week. Very open, transparent look at my portfolio and what I'm buying each week as well. And I'm just going to try and get as many people into investing as I possibly can. I wish I started earlier. Second best time to start investing is now. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll check you in the next one. See you later.